Hello everyone, how very good of you to join and welcome back to Civ 7. Take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy as we continue with our glorious Han Empire. Problems we have. The major problem I can see right now is that look at that, there's a settler and it's Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin is trying to settle here. It must be this location there. There's no other way that I can see. He can't get into my border, right? So he's going this way via the river and then most likely will try to aim the silver deposit up here. That is like a knife in the back, Benjamin. This is something I can't accept. So we need to do something here. We need to quickly adjust. I'm going to abandon my settler production here and I'm going to purchase me a settler. We can do this. It's 440 coin. It's going to hurt me a lot money-wise, but it's absolutely necessary. The thing is also that settler is starting with 0 movement points, so I cannot even move him right away, and we need to grab this before Benji gets over there. We'll just see if we can make it. Local festival, 2 per turn. Yeah, there you go. I'm not going to care about happiness too much right now. Happiness in my towns is fine. Production is fine. In this turn, I cannot do that much else. I can keep my happiness up. So do we have any town with 0 happiness right now? Well, because happiness in general is a bit low, I can take my commander and move him over to one of my towns. This gives me a direct happiness boost thanks to the commander just being stationed there, right? And let's just do this to keep happiness up a bit, or G at least. Other than that, we're working on bronze working right now. For my era points, we have already achieved the the science economy one. There it is with the economic legacy point. That's just sweet. For science, we're working of course on that. We are in no real rush for that right now. Military wise, we should be able to make this one here simply because we have the towns and the cities in my empire, right? And the world wonders, that is something we haven't tackled at all yet. We don't have any wonders either, so it's not something I can do anyway. Right now, growth, production, these are the things I would like to work on. Let's have a look. Yes, he's going for it. Look at that. Benji is on its way. On his way. How can we get there the quickest way? Yeah, let's move. That's 3 points. All the 3 points I can take. It's gonna be tricky. Holy cow. He might do it. He might be able to snag this territory from us. This would be devastating. This is something I probably will not be able to just accept. Next, tech-wise, we have a bunch of options here. So the masteries I'm going to leave behind yet, because there's going to be a civic tag that enables me to boost the mastery point by 25%. So I'm not going to waste turns on that just yet. We are in the process of getting wheels. I need that anyway for the military training. We're having the Li. That is my civic tree right now, right? And then I might work back again here on the citizenship and entertainment. We'll just see. Either one of these. You are going to sleep here, right? Happiness is fine. We have 400 coin. There's not going to be a city out of that just yet. Chengdu, my only other city, has its bathhouse going, and then don't underestimate happiness. We need happiness for the crisis. At some point it'll happen, it'll trigger, and I'm not sure how we get more happiness in. Oh, look at that, Benji. Oh my god, he's over here. If I go here, it's rough terrain. There's only rough terrain ahead. This is... I can block him. If I move here, very good. We're blocking him now, so he can't move, right? This is also... No, this is flat tundra. Oh god. He will have 3 points. He's probably going to win this race. G is just very nice. We are getting the gold now. Push. Makes purchasing stuff so much easier. And G has reached 7 pop. Yeah, 7 pop. So we could change the town focus of it now. Because the town's growth by 50% is not really going to work out anymore for us. I'm probably going to push this into farming towns. So it's producing more farms, pastures, plantations, and fishing boats. That's just going to be more down the road. And this gave me another 3 food boost now for G. Oh, Benji, I'm going to hate you. Oh, this was a mistake on his part. He was only able to move once. Oh yes, we can move. Look at that beautiful movement here. We can move towards this location. It's not the best location. It's not the best location. He's blocking this one, but that's too close to my capital anyway. We're moving over here. We have one more movement point available. I can settle now. I can also risk waiting, right? I can also, because he's now over here, he will move. Fresh water, fresh water. He will not settle here, nor here. This is blocked. It will also deplete him. We could risk waiting another turn and getting a better tile out of it. Settling here, we get the silver, we get the salt. On the other hand, we're getting the marble. We're not going to get the jade though, right? If I sell here, we can get the jade. We can get everything that we want except the marble. And we can also not get then the sheep. Now, let's settle. Let's sell. There you go. And you thought you could snack this away from us. Tin Yang has been settled. Very good. And we're immediately getting the boost out of its growth bonus. So I would immediately like to get my silver going. And on the other hand, we can also grow towards this grassland here. This gives me food, coin, and happiness. I could also try to push forward towards the salt, but the production towards training units is not that decisive for me right now. So I'd rather push towards the sheep. This gives me the production bonus. Now this is 4 income right away. Let's go with this. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We got a council day celebration. Happy boost fooding. Yep. We're boosting our population. I can also get another social policy going in. We have 10 celebrations. Really? That seems like a lot. Yeah, but the tool making, I don't care about scout movement at this point. Chang'an. What do you do? What do you do? We have no production here going right now. Chang'an is not having a lot of production itself. I'm considering going with the barracks. It's also boosting my research if I'm having it in one of my urban tiles here, thanks to the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and do this. Ha, he's probably flabbergasted right now. Not really knowing what to do at this point. He's probably pushing further over here, but this is tight. 160 influence, we have 16, I should say. Friedrich loves us. No research collaborations possible. I'd rather keep my influence right now to be able to get me some nice boosts out of everything. Okay, G is working. Chengdu is working. I could try and focus now my attention here. This looks very good here. So we should settle in one of these areas at some point. It was my goal now, of course, because I thought this would be safe, but it's not. So I now wasted kind of like my settler to make sure that he can't settle up there. He's still in the region though. He's probably still trying to get something here. Alright, Civic is fine, Wheel is fine. Happiness is super fine right now. So I think we can stick as is. I would really like to continue with G, making it a city. Chengdu we have. There's the library coming along, my next one. I think we can just finish it. Research collaboration has been finished. That's not good. Could continue with that right away. The river fills the bathhouses, glittering with slit and healing minerals. Word begins to spread and far wide for the water's curative properties, and soon visitors crowd shoulder to shoulder with locals in the baths. The river gifts us all, or pilgrims must pay. Let's go with the river gifts us all. That's plus 2 gold on bath. Since we're going to have several baths, this is of course paying off long-term wise a lot. Okay, research collaborators. Yep. Science is massive. Wheel. These two are coming along splendidly. Also working on the writing 2 here now, but we can take our time with that. We have more pressing issues. Chengdu, you're not having a lot of happiness right now. I might consider building the altar. We also have the Great Wall. Don't forget, there is the speciality for this. +1 happiness for each adjacent Great Wall. Great Walls are dirt cheap to build. So if I have several of them together, we get a nice happiness accumulation out of that. And that altar is dirt cheap too. Let's go for... I would go for the brickyard here. It's the production and the science we're getting out of that I like. And it does not have a happiness upkeep cost. He's still confused what to do, right? He still doesn't know it. Combat strength, I don't care. Friedrich, that is not a good collaboration. For Luo Yang, we have very low happiness. I'm going to push the altar. You can probably purchase the altar. I'm going to do this. That is science and happiness. And then, production-wise, we're very low on that. So I'm also going to have a brickyard. Gotta be careful what kind of buildings we build, right? Because some of them cost happiness permanently. So I can't have too many of them at once. I would also like to queue in my altar here in my capital together with the science boost. By the way, my capital will push by 1 in the next turn. Next turn, a lot of things are happening. So why not go for it? Yeah, he's retreating with the settler. There you go. 2 influence on the palace is greatly appreciated. He's moving away again. He's losing a lot of time with that, right? Benjamin Franklin. Nothing else to say to this. We could go for specialists. They cost me happiness though, so we gotta be careful about how many we place. We have another happiness potential tile up here for the future growth. I'm inclined to go for a specialist now. There's nothing else that we should grow further here. I mean, we can always grow further, right? But a specialist is a specialist and gives me 5 science and 3 culture. Yep, let's get a specialist in. It's a really nice boost. Civic wise, I could go for Yi now. This would unlock me the Junzi or Yunzi. Influence on happiness buildings is okay. Or we are going to push towards citizenship, or there's the Oracle Monument with its nice culture boost. Citizenship, 18 turns is too long. That's just taking forever basically before we get any bonuses out of that. Plus food on all settlements. Okay, let's go for public life, because public life leads to entertainment, and entertainment has +2 happiness in all settlements. Plus it has the Colosseum, that is super sweet, and a settlement limit, right? So we can have another settlement going, and we need that. Okay, up here we can grow. Ooh, we got lots of happiness tiles here. This one gives me culture, production, food, and happiness. This one moves us closer to the salt. And I would like to have as many strategic resources in my empire as possible, together with the gold. Let's move. This is just tricky. It's a bad tile before we get a good tile. It's a great tile before we get nothing. It's a medium tile to unlock us another tile. Yeah, I think I'm going with this one for the food and happiness. And we're kind of like growing towards the salt and the goats at the same time with that. It's a compromise. Alright, we have the wheel unlocked. With that we get a tier 2 ballista and chariot upgrade. We get the villa, which is a nice happiness item, happiness building. The barracks are being finished here soon. That's a beautiful production boost. And then we're working on the altar in the capital. Chengdu can grow. Interesting choices we have in Chengdu. Interesting choices. We have low happiness already in the city. So I'm not going with a specialist. It's very tempting to assign a specialist to that now. But seeing how low happiness is, I'm inclined to go with the incense. It gives me the incense. It gives me happiness, food, coin, and science. Plus we grow towards Capua and take it away from them. Also something I would like to go. We're losing relationship with Benjamin. Farmer market? Yeah, he accepts. Perfect. We exchange goods and improve our relationship. I want to stay on good terms. I can't afford to build that many military units, right? So we definitely want to keep good relationships. Mastery, mastery. These are all available, really. 2 turns and we can finish this already. Gold on gold buildings. Navigation. Engineering. Engineering leads to mathematics that we need for the academy, but that's for later. Decisions. Let's go for the mastery. The +1 science on science building is just massive. Also, we can start stealing tech from other civilizations. And then I'm probably aiming for military training. The next one, the wool, is a nice +2 production boost. Let's get it into capital. So we speed up our construction over there. Where's he going with his settler? He's moving towards the east again, back to the empire. He needs to relocate. He did not see that coming, I bet. Okay, Chengdu, what to do? We got the villa now, it's really powerful. We got the altar, it's cheap. The villa is also cheap. I could build the villa immediately for the happiness. I could also... No, the barracks is a happiness upkeep. I don't want that. The saw pit gives me just flat out 2 production. I think it's the best choice I have right now. Or we're growing with the garden. +7. That's just massive. We don't have a granary either. We're going ahead with the granary. And we're going to turn this one into an urban district. G. Oh! A dust storm. Natural disaster. Okay, and we finished the writing. Get a codex with that. The codex we can use in our libraries, right? In Chengdu, in Luoyang, and in Chang'an. We have now the codices, and they give me +2 science each. It was a nice boost. And with that, we are coming in first on the science soon. Hopefully. 950 to turn this into a city. It's expensive, right? It's way too expensive. I'd rather use that money to purchase buildings, honestly. Gives me more immediate bonuses that we can use right away. Okay. Luoyang we can grow. And we need to do a bit of happiness stuff here. The city is very short on that. No specialists, sorry. Cannot afford this. We probably grow into this. 3 food and the happiness is nice. And there's the dust storm. Seems like people are unaffected by that, happiness-wise. Up here, we can now grow towards the sheep. I could also grow towards that one here and get me a bit of happiness. Lots of happiness here in general. Yeah, let's go for the sheep because this gives me a production bonus. I like that. Tech, we have finished the mastery. Now we are working on military engineering because this gives me the arena. It gives me units flanking. More importantly, it gives me then a mastery again for +1 happiness and codex. And then we could probably push for mathematics. I want to get as many bonuses immediately because, you know, over the course of the game, they just accumulate more. Research collaboration. He's going for it. Thank you very much. And La Venta is still waiting to be integrated into our empire. We got 3 suzerains right now. That's just beautiful, right? So all 3 of them are friendly towards us. This is helping us a lot. Okay, great work has been added. Himiko has completed a milestone. Oh, look at that. Production and food thanks to a dust storm. And Chengdu is destroyed. Seriously? What is this? Holy cow. We need to repair the mine, the fishing boat, the bath. Repair the bath immediately with money. And the warrior has been damaged. Yeah, heal up. That's extremely unlucky. Luoyang also took a lot of damage. Okay, next turn. Brickyard is about to be finished. There is some repairing here that needs to be done. Let's do the farm immediately. The happiness we can get later. Everything else is just way too expensive here. And Chengdu, repair the plantation immediately. You know, that really doesn't cost you anything. And the brickyard, that's also repair this immediately. Get the production back online. And the library +8 science we lose. I need to spend that. It's too much science we lose otherwise. Okay, Chi-Town. Oh, this is fine. I'm gonna keep it as is. In my capital, we could start with the Great Wall now. It's a really beautiful one. You get culture and happiness out of that. And I could probably start out here. with the construction. The cool thing is you can kind of like combine this into several tiles together. And it's just very powerful overall. In Luoyang, we really should repair. It's too expensive to repair it with money, so I'm just going to repair it with the building queue. Library. Library is instant though. Yeah, there's also the Great Wall possible here now. I might consider doing that too. The happiness. Or the villa. That's 5 happiness. Purchasing the villa costs 360 coin. Money is so important. The warrior has been healed. He can now rest in peace. Sleep over there. I need another city though. I really, really want another city. I want Chi to become a city. That's why I'm saving that money. Having another city up here, there's no fresh water. There's no fresh water here anymore at all. It's bad. Ending the turn. Turn 87. Okay, diplomatic action has completed. Benjamin Franklin has become suzerain. Library has been finished. Chengdu, we have a new production going. Happiness is bad. The villa would be quickly done. It goes with the altar. Probably would... It's tricky. The villa is the happiness, plus the science, plus influence. The altar is happiness and science, and we can finish it much faster. Gonna have an altar here now too. That settler's still here. Look at that. Benjamin Franklin. He doesn't know what to do with the settler right now. Cultural exchange. 6 culture per turn. Take this in. With that we finish public life within 1 turn. Also 3 happiness in cities per turn. Or +2 per turn. He receives the happiness though. Here we both receive the happiness. Let's go with that. Don't underestimate happiness ever. Great Wall, we can finish the next one. We get happiness and culture. And look at that. This is just beautiful. It connects. And you can have one giant Great Wall here at some point. Luoyang, happiness is fine now here, right? We have finished the repairing of things. The soppit is ageless. The Great Wall could finish in the same time. I'm inclined to go with the Great Wall here too, because it gives me also another happiness. And we can have it out here and connect it with that worthless tile up there. Make the city even happier. Why is he coming back with a settler? There's nothing to be settled here.
Remain less interested in who we imagine ourselves
The Oracle
to
would be possible now. Civic tree wise, let's have a look. Even though it takes 18 turns, I would like to go for entertainment now because it gives me the settlement limit, right? And also +2 happiness in all settlements. That's something I'm probably going to focus on or anything else. It's gonna take some time, so we can only hope that we're going to get some events. Catherine! The next opponent. There she is. Nothing we can do with her for now. We don't have the influence. But potentially a new ally. There she is. But she's not on my continent. Okay, up here we can grow now towards the sheep. Get the wool in. This is a nice production boost that we have. +2. To finish more things quickly. I mean, don't forget, as long as it's a town, it's redirecting everything it has towards my capital here. And capital is still building that wall. An event. The shepherd communities keep sacred horses that no one may ride on pain of grievous punishment. All well and good until a shepherd has to find lost sheep on foot. And the only explanation for his tired legs is the old ways. Sacred doctrines will always be questioned. Yeah. It's just story continues outcome. It's not really something I can control. I can only hope for the best outcome. Military training, really nice. That was faster than I thought it would be. because it's a powerful one, right? It gives me another codex and happiness abilities for the mastery. Not going for that yet. I'm going for the engineering out of all of these. Gold and gold buildings and the codex. That's nice. Let's go with that. That gives me immediate gold on my gold buildings. And we get plus 50 culture and lose, what? 50% gold for 3 turns? It has a negative outcome. The triumph is dampened by the outrage of the community at the desecration of the horse. And yeah, that's a lot of money we lose. Still, I think we have almost enough money, yep, to purchase or to upgrade Chi to another city. But holy cow, bad outcome. Event, layers upon layers of brick and stone fortify the second great wall. An immovable force, a reminder of the lengths of the Han, will go in order to protect its residents. Extend the wall. We get more construction bonus towards the great wall. Or we get production bonus towards ranged units. Let's go with the great wall production bonus because it affects all my cities. And I like that a lot. There it is. We can continue with it. It would give me now a +2 bonus, right? Really nice. And let's go for it. It also gives me more culture income every time you make this longer. So curious where he's going with that settler. Research collaboration has ended. With whom? No one. Yeah, I cannot do any research collaboration right now. Oh, Benjamin Franklin, he really pulls ahead there with the science. Not that we can do that much, except now we can do it. Convert G into a city. Holy cow, that's expensive, but it's city number 4, so to be expected. The next city would cost me now 1,000. And there we have it, G. And it's a happy city, yep. We can now finally start really building something, and for starters, I would probably like to go for the granary again. To give me that sweet, sweet food bonus. We can move it over here and remove it. Remove one of the tiles so that we can expand the city again. The city of G. And we are moving towards the goatees down here, right? The gypsum is out of reach, unfortunately, so we are not going to be able to get this one. So the goatees it is, most likely. We will also move towards the silver. It's not bad. Okay, start diplomatic endeavors. We have one more that we need to do here. We need to research mathematics and then the academy as my journal. That is something that's not super important though right now. Okay. Next turn. Nothing really happened. We can continue building something here like an arena. That would be nice. The villa gives me not only happiness like the arena, but it also gives me influence on top of that. 2 influence is a lot. The barracks will also... Yeah, let's build the villa. I like the bonuses from it. We're finishing a great wall now in Luoyang in the next turn. There you go. Oh, and we also have another codex, so we're getting another milestone here now towards it for science. So we got the scientific legacy point, number 1. It's only the first of many.
I thought that money was the most important.
Gold and gold buildings
thing in
and the
life.
codex. There you go. Research-wise, engineering, go to, because it leads to mathematics, and we need that as well. For Luoyang, I would probably like to go with the next Great Wall that we can have now over here. Gives me the culture and the happiness boost. I don't need combat boost right now. Capital, arena, market, +5 coin is a lot. At the cost of 2 happiness though. And the villa gives me happiness and influence too. Boy, we could breach 20 influence. That's very tempting. We can also build a wonder, the Oracle. I'm inclined to go with the Oracle. Over here, it would also give me production, thanks to its adjacency bonus. It would give me happiness. It's an okay go. Let's go with the Oracle here. It would take 17 turns. I hope we can finish this on time. I could purchase the brickyard once I have the money to speed it up even further. We're having good relationship with everybody right now, so that's something I like. Yes, research collaboration. We are at 82 science right now and closing in on Benjamin Franklin now. 2 science is left. He's still up here. Okay, he wants to get over there now. It's just crazy. He's wasting so much time, right? He's wasting endless time getting this settler somewhere. And he's below his settlement limit with that. In 8 turns, we're getting another settlement limit. So what I should do, I should prepare another settler soon. So Chengdu. I mean, purchasing a settler costs me... Oh, I cannot purchase a settler. We should start building one. Oh, look at that! Friedrich has declared war on Himiko. Both of them are at war with each other now. The only one that can profit from this is us, because Friedrich is here, he's only got 2 settlements. And Himiko has also only 2 settlements, so it's a war between the dwarves. Okay, Himiko's made peace with Catherine now. That's a smart move. G finally can get a new library. We can turn this one or this one into an urban district. With that one here, we have the option of moving 1 step further towards our goat. So let's take this one here, destroy it, and move that population over to this tile here. Gives me food and production. And with that, we open up then also here the marble and the sheep. The marble gives me the production towards wonders in grasslands, tundra, and marine terrain. This one is grasslands, so we could boost this one by another 10% and save a turn if I take this one and move it in quickly. Even though we already have a wall in here. Not that I really have room for all of that. I could get, because this is just a town, seems wasted to me. I cannot move anything anyway. Probably should get some production over there. I really want to finish the Oracle. Oh, yo. Okay, Chengdu. Good happiness. We could have a specialist here. Could go for the incense. This is once again one of those decisions. Keep this out of question. There's more happiness up here. Happiness here. We have 8 happiness. I think that's high enough. I'd rather go for a nice specialist here. This gives me culture, science, and food. At the cost of 1 food only. So that's a great one. Yeah, and with that we have surpassed Benjamin Franklin now in science.
Not when there is nothing more to
Also, blacksmith is finished. Not that I really build it right now, but engineering finishing is super neat. Because with that, we can now either go for the mastery. This is culture on culture buildings boost and the codex. Or we go with mathematics and unlock us the academy. Let's go with this. That's way more important, I think, short-term wise. Because 1 culture is really not doing that much of a difference. Growing up here, we could get a lot out of this tile here. There's happiness plus food. Growing is important. Growing is important. Let's go with the food tile and the happiness. Also, it gives me a coin. That is something I like. We also have a celebration. Should we go for production? We are building a lot of things right now. 30% production towards buildings is huge. This is a tricky one. Or do we want to continue focusing on town growth for the next 10 turns? Especially considering that we're building massive things right now. And those buildings are giving me a bonus. And the growth has been slowed down now anyway, right? We got 14, 10, 7, 8 pops. So the most important growth is behind us in those towns for now. I would rather go for the production boost. And 1+ influence on science buildings. Holy cow. Yes. It's true. And we're also speeding up our Oracle there even further. Jingyang has grown enough now, so we could shift the town focus to... Doesn't have a lot of plantations. Nah, I'm just going to keep it as is for the moment. And end the turn. We finish a villa over here in Chengdu. Benjamin Franklin is having a lot of legions over here. I hope he's not planning anything. Yeah, he's still going for research collaboration. And, by the way, we could also start stealing technologies now. Would take 9 to 15 turns. Could be very powerful. He's the best researcher beside us right now. 80 influence. Yeah. Let's steal technology from him. Many empires welcome the envoys of Confucius, grateful that he has chosen to aid their growth rather than exploit it. Rightfulness, we get an expansion attribute point. Chengdu. We need more production. Both of them cost me happiness though, but I'm inclined to go with the blacksmith now. 8 turns. Nah, let's go with the barracks. That's only 5 turns. We can finish this faster. And I can also switch around once again a tile. Please into happiness. Probably up here food and happiness. Food and happiness. Incense for later. Food, production and happiness. This is a powerful one. And there it is. Expansion is point. Production towards training settlers. Speaking about settlers, one turn we get another settlement limit. There's my settler. 400 coin is just a lot. Producing of a settler gives me 3, it takes 3 turns. The area is still available. Benjamin is over here. He may consider going down here. Strategically, we need to secure this area here, right? There's 2 camels. Horses, iron, gypsum, production, the capital, production towards wonders again. 8 turns it would cost in Chengdu. And for it, yeah, let's, you know what? Let's purchase the settler. I need it. I need to start with that soon. We're finishing it now. And Benjamin is on his way.
All the world.
There we have it. We also have the Colosseum with that. And we can also get happiness in all settlements now. Instead of +1 production on the palace. Honestly, this is not the biggest one. Or, yeah, and get the happiness in all settlements is massive. A beautiful boost. My next. We could go for the citizenship and then literacy now. This gives me another codex. Citizenship. Should we go for mastery? Culture from specialists. That's not bad. Stealing government secrets. We have the option to gain a civic from stealing. Also powerful. I could also go for Yi and then Yunzi. For the 10% science capital. Now let's go for citizenship and then literacy. I want that codex. I need that codex. There's the settler. Let's move him. We are moving him where... I want to get the camels in. Marble. There is a good location here. Or here. 1, 2, 3. We get the ivory and the camel. And we're not getting the marble though. Here we get the camel. Both camels. But we're not getting the iron. Okay, we can't get everything here. If I settle here, we are very close to La Venta. La Venta is eventually going to be a city, a settlement for us. I don't want that. If a La Venta eventually comes to us, we can actually also get the camel here. So this is probably my go-to location. We get the ivory, we get the camel, we got the marble, we got the iron. And La Venta eventually gets this camel. We don't need so many camels right away. They're super powerful, right? But we don't even have enough resources to allocate anyway for the foreseeable future. So 1 is fine. Then the iron, the ivory, the gypsum. I could sell a bit further down here to get the gypsum. Right, but at the cost of the ivory. We'll have to decide. The settlers are on their way. We can still decide at the last minute. He's coming. He definitely wants to settle now here somewhere. Events. Oh, really? Already? The crisis starts. At the heart of civilization, the capital city radiates authority. Banners bearing the sigil of empire flutter atop monuments to the power of the people united. Yet other settlements distinguish themselves, and as their stars rise, citizens question their place in this larger community. Crisis begins. That means we are reaching the end of the era, and I really need to push my codices now. Faster than I thought it would be. Yeah, I think, especially with the crisis looming, we need more happiness buildings. So I'm inclined to... Could also start with the Great Wall here in Chi now too. It's a safe bet. It gives me culture and happiness. It's two very powerful things. Let's go ahead and get this one. And then purchase the altar as well down the road for with the 250 coin. Okay, crisis slots. This is going to hurt us now, really. 6 happiness reduction in settlements you did not found. And 6 happiness reduction settlements with unfilled resource slots. Both of them we can still counter nicely because we don't have any settlement that we did not find. And the... Can we change this? No. Okay, so GCD right now gets the negative happiness. It does not have any resources in it. We can counter this though soon. Both of these things are still fine. Still manageable, I should say. Okay, next turn, Chang'an leveled up again. Specialist, we have a high happiness in this town. We could also go for a nice production boost and happiness and food here. Or we go for a specialist here with 6 science and 2 culture boost. That's very tempting. No, let's go for production. Let's go for production. It will speed up my oracle too. Barracks are about to be finished. Someone is going to take this here soon now. Where's my settler? There he is. It's so hard to see sometimes. We're still bound for this, right? Let me get this straight again. Because if I sell here... There's the settlement. This will be... Ah yeah, the silver we can get with Chi anyway. That's okay. Yeah, it's the best location. We're not getting the gypsum. I could go one step further and ignore production on wonders placed in tropical and desert terrain and work towards the gypsum that gives me production in the capital. It's a very powerful one. Let's move here first. I'm out of movement points anyway. There's a storm appearing up here. Okay, let's just see. Happiness in turn cities. Yes, thank you very much, Himiko, for this perfect one. Because that's a huge boost to happiness in all my cities for the next 10 turns. Chi is still unhappy though. We can purchase though the altar now. And I'm inclined... Oh, the villa. The villa is more powerful. Let's go ahead. It gives me also influence and science. And a nice happiness boost. Really gotta make sure that we keep every city happy now. Okay, next production in Chengdu. It's tempting to also start a Great Wall here, but we are really building a lot of Great Walls then. 46 coin, the garden for the food boost, the market for the money boost, it's all important. The blacksmith for the production boost. I'm going with the garden, we can grow faster. Should we settle now? The moment of truth. Or I'm moving down here. No, actually we need to move all the way down here, right? All the way here to get the gypsum. We're also very close to Himiko then. She will not like this. Horses, iron, gypsum, camel. It's a good location here. It's a good location here with the marble. We don't have gypsum yet. I want it. Let's go for gypsum. I'm going to move one step further. This leaves this area a bit open, unfortunately, right? So there is a chance that someone settles there. I totally accept that for gypsum. It's what we need. There is Friedrich coming. And we still need to go here. This is rough terrain to rough terrain, unfortunately. So we still lose the points. But with that, I can move towards that. And towards that. Here. Holy cow, what's going on? Settle. There we have it. We also get the Pax Imperatori bonus because we have settled now. So that we have achieved this legacy point here. This gives me a militaristic attribute point. Which is really nice. And Handan we have founded down here. Also, Luoyang can upgrade. Happiness is not great. I'm not going to push a specialist. I'd rather push towards something that gives me happiness. Like this one here. This gives me a clay pit with an overall amazing boost. That we're at 4 happiness again. And of course here we can also grow now. Right, and let's immediately grow towards the gypsum. I need that. Okay, in Luoyang we could continue with the Great Wall. And I'm doing that. What is going on here? There's so much movement. Benjamin Franklin gets his settler back again? I don't believe it. It's crazy stuff what he's doing there. I don't believe it. And yeah, it's not looking bad. We got the highest happiness. We got the second highest research now. We got the highest influence. Second highest influence, sorry. Form an alliance. He wants an alliance. This is... Oh god. She could drag us into a war. I'm going to reject this one now. Yeah. It will worsen our relationship. Perhaps we can counter that right away with... Farmer market. We can improve our relationship with her. I want to make sure that we have this for Benjamin too, though. We have the research collaboration with him. We still have a good relationship with her, though, right? So I might continue working on the farmer market with Catherine. Oh, okay. I see. We should or could also go with the improved trade relation. We increase our trade routes with that by 1. That is just massive. Okay. That's totally worth it, of course. Friedrich is the most powerful one. Money-wise. So I'm going with him. Awesome. This is just neat. Really. Loss is a universal experience and every facet of life can reflect its sorrowful face. What was once an intimate alliance has crumbled. Mourn the shift or accept the necessary consequences. Let's take the money in this case here, because with that we can instantly finish something else. So far so good. Not looking so bad at the moment. Got an settlement. We're at 6 now. The crisis has started, so the end of the era will most likely happen now. It gets worse though, way worse with every step of the crisis. And we should really start focusing on the codices that we finish that. I hope you enjoyed this one. Civ 7 onwards. Stay tuned.